Good afternoon, students. Today we discuss about 11th commerce afternoon video. In this video we discuss about a new chapter, that is types of trade. Lesson number 22, types of trade. First we discuss about the meaning of trade. The buying and selling of goods and services consist of trade. That is, trade means buying and selling of goods and services. The essence of trade is to make goods and services available to those persons who need them and are able and willing to pay for the trader is conducted in order to earn profit. That is, trade means the very important activities of trade is goods and services are to be exchanged from one person to another person, to those persons who need them and are able and willing to pay for them. So trade is conducted in order to earn profit. Trade acts as an intermediary in the exchange of commodities between the producer and the consumer. So trade is one of the major activity in order to exchange goods and services from one place to another place, one person to another person, in order to earn profit. Classification of trade. There are two major classifications of trade, that is internal trade and external trade. So internal trade means buying and selling of goods and services within the boundaries of nation are called internal trade. That is, when goods are to be exchanged from one place to another place within the boundaries of the nation, within the boundaries of the country, it is called as internal trade. It is also called as home trade and domestic trade. It takes place between buyer and seller in the same locality, village, town or city, or in different states, but definitely within the same country. So internal trade is also called as domestic trade or home trade. Next, features of internal trade. Buying and selling of goods takes place within the boundaries of the country. Payment for goods and services is made in the currency of the home country. So buying and selling of goods and services will be taken in the same country, and the currency will also used for the same country. It involves transaction between the producer, consumer and the middleman. It consists of distribution of a network of middlemen and agencies engaged in exchange of goods and services. So in this internal trade, the distribution of goods and services through middlemen and agencies will be one of the network within the nation. In home trade, the risk of transportation is very less when compared to the foreign trade. In home trade, the laws prevailing in that country only have to be followed in order to exchange goods and services within the nation. The aim of home trade is to provide the goods and services economically. That is, the product price will be a normal one. It will not be exceed or higher price. The goods must be a part of domestic production. Whatever the product will be produced, that will be based on the domestic production. Goods must be purchased from an individual or a firm established within a country. Goods can be delivered using locally available modes of transportation, whether road transport or it can be any other medium of transport we can use that can be used in the local level. It does not involve any customs or import duty charges, but the buyer need to pay the tax to the government. Types of internal trade. There are two types of internal trade, that is wholesale trade and retail trade. Wholesale trade means purchase of goods in bulk from the manufacturer and selling them to the retailers and other intermediaries not to the direct to the customers. So wholesale trade is one of the trade will take place buying goods in bulk order from the manufacturer, and this type of wholesale trader will sell the goods to the retailers. So many retailers. Retail trade means retail trade deals with the distribution of goods in small quantities to the customers. Foreign trade. So foreign trade is a trade between a seller and buyer of different countries. So different nations will exchange the goods and services. So one country to another country, the product will be export or import. It comes under foreign trade. So it involves the exchange of goods and services of one country with another country. Mostly shipping and air transport are used for carriage of goods in international trade. That is, the shipping transport and air transport are to be used in order to exchange goods and services from one country to another country. So mostly for the purpose of foreign trade, we can use major medium of transport. That is ocean transport, and that is river transport, and air transport. Water transport and air transport are mostly used for exchange of goods from one country to another country in the case of foreign trade. Types of foreign trade. Import trade, first one. That is buying of goods from a foreign country for domestic use. That is, one country will purchase goods from another country in order to consume home purpose. That is, inside country purpose. That type of trade is called as import trade. That is, buying of goods from other country to the home country is called as a import trade. So India import machinery equipments, materials, etc. It is necessary to speed up industrialization to meet consumer demands and to improve standard of living condition of the people. Next, export trade. Export trade means the sale of domestic goods to other countries. That is, our country will sold goods to some other country, means this type of trade is called as a import trade. Import, that is export trade. That is, we sold goods to some other country. It is called a export trade. So export trade is necessary to sell domestic surplus goods, to make better utilization of resources, to earn foreign exchange, to increase national income, and to generate employment, and to increase government revenue. For these purposes, we sold surplus goods from our nation to other nation. Next, entry port trade. That is, entry port trade means importing of goods from one country and exporting the same to foreign countries. It is also known as re-export trade. That is, entry port trade means we purchase goods from one country not for our home consumption, but it can be re-export to some other country. That type of foreign trade is called as entry port trade. It is also known as a re-export trade. So with that, we conclude this video session. Students, you can go through all the points which are taught in this video, and you can write all the question answers which are given in these chapters. That is, some 2 more questions are there, and some 3 more questions are there, and also 2 5 more questions. You can go through all the questions and write all the answers in your Commerce assignment notebook. Keep the notebook safely and bring it for correction to the school and send a task complete message in the group. Thank you.